Good afternoon, G-Force. Tom Ginn here. I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day and honoring our mothers. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what the story is, we should be grateful that we had a mother that brought us into this world. And many times that story may not be the ideal story, but be grateful that you are here because this is the most important day of your life. So I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. You honored your mothers, whether they're with you or not. I did a lot of reflection with my wife and I. We've lost our parents here a while back, and I'm so grateful for what they have brought into my life. And we got Father's Day coming up here in June as well. So hope you had a great weekend. But today, gratitude, we'll be getting into the ant and the elephant. This is a great, great short story about what is really controlling us in our lives. And I will get into that here in a moment. But before I get into today's lesson in the ant and the elephant and what's holding you back, I just want to make sure that we get a couple announcements out for Friday's G-Force. I'm so excited to interview this individual from the Milwaukee area, world-renowned boxer. And he's got a great story. We'll be talking about his book, what he's doing here in Wisconsin and Michigan, in the Lutheran homes, services, bringing great services to the underprivileged and disadvantaged here in our area. I can't wait to introduce you to this person. He is the author of this book, My Journey from Boxing Ring to Boardroom, Hector Colon. Hector Colon. If you're not quite sure who he is, I encourage you to Google him. He was a world stage, world-class boxer, but had to make a decision to continue boxing or serve God. And he took the path to serve God. So this is who's coming on Friday. So mark your calendars. Hector Colon. It's going to be a wonderful, deep, insightful servant leadership conversation, Hector Colon. And also, this is a side note, Mark Gassert and myself, we do Monday nights, Elevate Your Profits. And tonight, turn on your notifications for 6 p.m. Eastern time, because we're going to be interviewing one of our colleagues in Grow Live Academy. He is taking his business, his craft, and what he's doing, educating and teaching his industry virtually. And you're going to hear a great story tonight from this gentleman right here, Jerry Isenhour. Jerry Isenhour. So turn on your notifications, Elevate Your Profits tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So it's going to be a wonderful interview. He's going to tell it like it is. He's going to share his successes. He's also going to share with you how he got through obstacles and what he is doing and made this pivot in the last year or two that's really elevating his business. So make sure you turn on your notifications. So today we're going to be getting back into this book. And I'll just use this diagram here, is the ant and the elephant story. And it really relates to this. This is you. This is your mind. This is the elephant. Your subconscious mind is the most powerful thing that we have is our mind, but it's operated at the subconscious level. And many times our conscious mind and our intellectual mind, we think we're controlling the outcomes we get, but it's not true. It is not true. So it's your subconscious. So this is what this story is about. I just encourage anybody that, looking for a light read. It's really reflective. It gives you a good insight and how you're thinking. It really draws the parallels. Oh my gosh, that's what I say to myself, or that's how I react, or how I respond. So Adair is the ant. The book started out with Adair getting caught up in a storm, blown out in the middle of the Sahara, didn't know what to do. His logical and reasoning mind, had him all confused, and he didn't know what to do. And so in that dilemma, he was introduced to Brio, the owl. And Brio was talking to him, just like so many times we have in our life, we deal with our logic and reason mind and how we see the world. We make rational judgments or put reason to it. And many times that is not the driving force to get you to where you want to go. So Adair, he was in that stupor, didn't know what to do, scared to death. He was no longer with his tribe of ants. He's out in the wilderness by himself. And Brio showed up. And Brio was an owl. And Brio was talking to Adair about the oasis. The oasis. But Adair offered the owl some food, but the owl said, no way, there's better food at the oasis. And Adair had never heard of the oasis. The big dream. The big dream. And immediately when Brio was describing the oasis, Adair immediately put his reason and rationale to it and says, that's too far. It could be dangerous getting there. He's using logic and reason to get there. I don't know how to get there. So a lot of his logic and reason, it was already causing him, Adair, to freeze, stay stuck. And so that leads to the continuation today of Adair, the ant, having an awareness that came through Brio, the owl, the wise owl, got him thinking about something in his mind impossible, too big, too audacious. There is no way. Rationale and intellect was saying, you can't do that. You can't do that. So what I want to just really talk about here is the journey worth taking. The journey worth taking. And we all have destinies. We all have a destiny. And some of the destinies that we have, we may not have control of, but most of the destinies that we have in our life are longevity destinies. We're in total control. That concept sometimes causes people to be confused. What is my destiny? What is my why? What is my purpose? See, now we're talking to Adair at a subconscious emotional level. But Adair is a logical and reasoning thinker, the ant. Hey, Kellen. Yeah, turn on your notifications, share it, push it out. We're going to have a great interview tonight with Jerry Isenhour. I can't wait for that. So thanks for jumping on. Hey, tag this, share it, and subscribe with your friends today as well. So Adair, the logic, reason part of the mind. Logic, reason, knowledge. And he didn't know what he wanted. And in my coaching practice, and that's one of the things that I start out is, where are you at today? What do you really like to see happen in your life? And most people cannot articulate what they really want, their why, their purpose. They can't describe it with a clear vision. So Adair is in that same dilemma. Brio says, what do you want? The oasis has the answer, has all the great food, all the things that you probably desire in the oasis, but you get to design the oasis. Everything that you want is there. And Adair went to the same place that many of us go to. You got to be kidding me. That's too good to be true. Nothing is that good. Am I hallucinating? Am I hearing what I'm hearing correctly? See, that logical, reasonable mind keeps people stuck. And that's where Adair was. And we all have had brios come into our life, the owl, the wise one, the one that says there's more, you have more capabilities, you have more talent, you have unlimited potential and gifts. We hear that, and people demonstrate what they've done. They've got through it, but our logical and reasonable mind is in conflict with the emotional mind. And we say, oh, our logic and reason mind goes to how. The moment you go to how, it leads to can't. It leads to can't. And so Brio's talking about trying to get into vision the oasis. Take the risk. Go get emotionally attached. Get there so you get the food you want, the things that you need, what you really want in life. But Adair's logic, reasoning mind won't let him go there. So what's your Adair mind saying to you? What is your Adair mind saying to you, your logic and your reason for what you really want? See, in coaching, in what I've learned from my own personal experience in coaching countless number of people on believing in themselves, getting out of their own way, taking the labels off, our logic and reason out of the way, and go after what you want in life. Well, what I always like to recommend is that journey, you should not do it alone. You need a Sherpa. You need somebody that's been to the mountaintop and has gotten down off the mountaintop. That's what coaches do. That's what mentors do. They lead you to where you don't believe you can go. They prepare you to go where you want to go. You know, if you're going to climb Mount Everest, there's a lot of planning that has to go involved. You have to have a strong desire to get to the top of the mountain. But that's where you want to go. You want to conquer that big, audacious goal and dream called Everest. Well, you've never been there. You need a Sherpa. Somebody knows the safe paths, what to do when there's how to avoid avalanches. All those things come in place. But most people, including myself up until here a number of years ago, operated from Adair's point of view, logic and reasoning. Hey, I'll study some more, I'll take some more classes, I'll read some more books, I'll put this into my business, I will do this, I'll do that. If I do all this knowledge base, intellectual things, success has got to come my way. It's part of the formula. But most people don't realize that 20% of your success in anything in life, and I learned this as a financial coach, is behavior, your belief systems. See, most people know what to do to win financially. It's a very simple process. But the question is, why don't they do it? Same thing with other paths to success. Same principles apply. And most of us get our intellect and our reasoning and our fear in the way of what we really want and understanding that. So I'm going to go back to this picture real quick for illustration. Is this ant, your conscious, logic, reasoning mind, intellectual mind, is actually controlling the elephant. It has more weight and more power than you would ever recognize. But the real power is here. The real powers are here. Take down this banner here. You're only limited by the beliefs in your mind. The subconscious mind is controlling. How were you programmed? Elgo, the elephant, his father says, we're a beast of burden. You got to work hard. You got to struggle. That the oasis is for somebody else. We're beast of burdens. We're designed to grind it out and work hard to get to where we want to go. So the subconscious was programmed with that story. What is your story? And Elgo's mother says was very cautious. You got to look both ways. You got to be, it's dangerous out there in the world. You know, stay in the herd, stay with everybody else. It's safe here. Is that your subconscious talking? What are your beliefs? And I love this story as well, is that the elephant is one of the strongest animals on earth. It's a beast of burden. They're powerful. So when they take a young elephant, a baby elephant, what they do is they train that elephant to believe it can't escape. It can't get away. They tie a tether around the neck and stake it in. And when the baby elephant was a baby, it couldn't pull the stake out. It would try and it couldn't. It would try and it couldn't. And after a while, even when that elephant became a full adult elephant, it could have pulled that stake out without any problem. The elephant resigned itself that I can't get away. I can't get to the oasis. I guess I'm stuck. I'm going to be complacent. I'm going to be stagnant. That's the subconscious controlling that big, powerful elephant. And the only thing that holds you back and holds Tom Ginn back is our belief systems. Even those that we look at and go, they have an unbelievable success in life, whether it be personal or business or some other thing they're doing, and we look at it and we say, how are they doing it? They're not smarter than you. They're not more powerful than you. They're not better looking than you. All the things we say, they got more degrees. They were born with privilege, or whatever we justify. Everybody has a limiting belief because we cannot comprehend infinite supply, infinite potential. What is your genius? And I really want to make this offer out there. I'd be glad to have a conversation to share with you the principles to break the shackles and go into the oasis where you really desire. And that is, you get to create your own oasis. So what's your dreams? What's holding you back? And I highly encourage you to pick up this book right here. Fun, simple, easy read, but deep. It really starts painting the picture. That's the way I think. And as you go through this book, you'll start seeing the shift of how the ant relinquished its intellect and its knowledge over to the subconscious. and got the subconscious belief system to believe differently. So I encourage you to get this book. Make it part of your personal growth. Study it, apply it. You'll see yourself either an ant or an elephant. So tonight, we want to make sure that you're coming on to meet Jerry Isenhour on Elevate Your Profits, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Turn on your notifications this evening. And Friday, 1 p.m., you're going to be introduced to Hector Colon, a world-class boxing champion. If you know anything about boxing, this gentleman was the top of the world, but he had to make a decision. The path of professional boxing or the path to serve, and he elected to take the path of serving. But the lessons he learned from boxing, the discipline, overcoming those obstacles, some of the principles that we're talking about there, the ant and the elephant, come out. See, we all have ant and elephant stories, and Hector's going to share his ant and elephant story on Friday. It's going to be a fun interview. He's going to take you and show what it takes to be a champion thinker, a champion doer, a champion world conquering, life conquering boxer. And it's all in the mind. So Hector Colon's coming on. So turn on your notifications. Question for you today. What is holding you back? If you know, what are you going to do about it? What changes are you going to make? If you don't know where you're going, I encourage you to reach out and touch somebody. Ask that question. I need your help. I'm stuck. I want to do more in my life. Can you help me? The greatest gift that you can learn is to ask for help. And that was why ego used to get in the way. I wouldn't ask. And there were people there willing to help me all along the way. So don't hold back your progress in life, the things you want, by not asking for help, guidance. Find a Sherpa. It could be one answer away from one question that you have. One different view to help you become the version of who you really are. And that's what I teach in my coaching. And you know what? We talk about this, and it's gratitude. Being grateful for where we are right now. Knowing that there's an oasis out there to go after, and be grateful that that's a journey that you're going to take. But also be grateful for where you are right now, because it's the most valuable space you have. It's going to determine everything. How you deal with this moment, how you deal with this message. Is your intellectual mind making decisions for you, or your emotional mind's dictating? And your emotional mind could dictate you to stay stuck too. But what I love about what I teach, and how I learned this from Bob Proctor, my personal mentor in this business, is so powerful. It's changed my life. It's changed my wife's life. It's changed all our clients' lives. They're going in places they thought they would never vision to journey. Just put it that way. They went after their journey to the oasis. What is your oasis? Are you operating out of fear? Are you operating that you don't think you have what it takes, enough knowledge? Do you believe you're worthy of? Those are questions. When you can get those answered and have a game plan to move through them, you have an opportunity to control your own destiny. And you'll notice I said the opportunity. You get to control it. So with that all said, have a great day. It is with gratitude. Tag and share your friends. If you ever want to reach out to me, you can schedule a call on my calendar. Email me. I'd be glad to help you in any way I can. I've got some great promotions coming. I'm giving some coaching away. And I just want you to, turn on your notifications, tag Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, because I'm going to fill in the details. It's going to be a value in the neighborhood about $4,000. And there's going to be certain things that to qualify for that giveaway. So turn on your notifications. I'll be bringing that up. Tonight, Jerry Isenhour, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be bringing on Friday Hector Colon, the author of this book. Join us on Friday. From the boxing ring to the boardroom. Powerful, powerful story. With that all said, have a great day. God bless everybody. Gratitude does work.